Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Sunday to all the people. Thank y'all for being around here. This is my second live of the day. I was live about an hour ago. We did Love After Lockups. That review is already up on my channel. Okay, so go watch that as well. But we are here right now for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. That I feel like the episode, it was a good episode. You know, they got to the drama of it all. They got to the conversation of it all. I don't feel like it was a bunch of wasted time, even though I feel like only 2 of the conversations was like the most, well, like 3 of the conversations was like the meat and potatoes of the events of the episode. I still feel like it was getting good stuff. You know, we're not getting old stuff. This is new beef, new drama, new stuff. Okay, so but y'all know first things first. If you've not done so already, take a little second and make sure that you have subscribed to my channels. Become on JayBirds, and don't just subscribe and watch. Okay, watch this, watch that, watch stuff. You don't have to watch the whole long live, but watch a few minutes of it all. Be an active JayBird and whatnot. Okay, you can also please like the videos. Liking the videos helps YouTube to share me more. Okay, you can share it yourself too by hitting the share button. Also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and Tik of the top. Okay, then look, I'm not waiting a little 10 minutes, y'all. I want to get to it and get done and finish my day. Okay, and I feel like because I be spoiling y'all and I be waiting so long or whatever, y'all used to like, okay, she got it's like 15-20 minutes before she really gets started here. But no, I'm gonna start getting in here and just get into what we here to get into. Okay, and those who ain't here yet, they will have to watch the real play. Okay, now I'm gonna still talk a whole bunch. I'm just not gonna wait and take more time because sometimes I want to chill out, y'all, and I love y'all, but we're gonna get to it. Okay, now let me say hi to the people. Hey to those who are here, okay, right now in the live. Thank y'all to those who watch live, but thank y'all to those also who watch the replay. Okay, I appreciate everybody live watching folk and also re-watching folk. Okay, I'm thankful for members and subscribers and all that stuff around here. Okay, but hey, you made a live, okay, hi to y'all. Okay, please and thank you. Make sure to hit the like button. It helps. Okay. Now they kid on me. That's what I don't want to hear. But see, this is the thing, Miss Sharon. I feel like even though we know I forgot screen. Yeah, hold on. Because I'm here. Hi. Okay, I'm here. Okay. Here with my ponytail, okay, and some lipstick, and that's it. Okay. This is the best I can do. Okay. Where is that? This is what what am I doing? Where is it? Okay, this is me.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. I'll do the best I can with what I got.
And that's a ponytail and some lipstick. Okay, that's all. But what I feel like, I know we feel like, well, not me. I know people feel like, oh, the Expo. They keep talking about the Expo. I think we have to remember the Expo for them just happened. Even though we saw it in part one of this season, and this is now part two of this season. For us, it's a month later. For them, the Expo just happened maybe a week or two ago. You know what I'm saying? I thought the Expo, like it ain't been that long or whatever. And so with all these shows, they have to, discuss what happened. And I like the fact that they're following the storyline, because people still have issues with what happened at the Expo. And because Tisha Marsau is ducking and dodging folk or whatever in the conversation, that's why it keep coming up, because they just won't talk about it. Okay, what happened? What went wrong? Where did the money go? Okay, let's have a conversation and then move on. Okay, yep, this is Fenty. The stunner lip paint lipstick. I always wear Fenty. If you see me in lipstick, it's Fenty. That's all I wear. But let's get into this episode, okay? Well, first of all, we had two new confessional looks, okay? Tisha, her cousin, Keke. Okay, I think we don't realize just how much Keke and Tisha look alike, okay? They are the genes on that side of the family is very, very strong. Okay, it's very, very strong. Now, I love Tisha's dress. It's really, really cute. I don't mind her hair, okay, being down on the outfit, because the curls are curling, the curls are popping. Whoever did this weave wig or whatever did a good job on her. Simple makeup, because she don't need much makeup, but she's a beautiful woman, okay? But the dress is very, very cute. It fits her. It's simple, but also very, very shiny, so it's popping or whatever. So it's cute. It's cute. We then have Keke, honey, in her grayish, silverish dress. I love her hair. Okay. Also, now Keke has on some makeup, but it's not too much makeup. Okay. Just some foundation. Just some foundation. But it's cute nonetheless. It's some little dangly earrings and whatnot. Okay. Her little jewelry. Okay. She want to show off. So again, Keke and Tisha both look nice in their new confessional. They do a lot of confessional looks on these shows. It's kind of weird to me, but I'm gonna leave that be. So at the baby sip and see, okay, at the baby, because they're supposed to be at the baby sip and see. We know we've already seen Mel and Nell discuss what Marsau was saying about Mel, and that will be handled later on or whatever. But I was like, we at the sip and see. Why ain't nobody here? This is a small sip and see. Look. It's the production, is the cast, and three people. Three people. I feel like where your husband? Like, who has a baby sip and see? How you present the baby to people, but the husband ain't there, the father not there? Because usually ain't this supposed to be a family event? I'm just wondering. I just wonder. Okay, now we see Tisha back there. Tisha finally showed up. She popped up. So once Tisha got there, it was again the cast, the crew, and maybe 10 people, including the baby. Okay, including the baby. Okay, now Tisha got there. I feel like Tisha is trying to avoid. Tisha's trying to avoid. What's my phone on? Oh. Tisha's trying to avoid a conversation. Tisha wants to come around but act like, oh my God, I am above anyone asking me anything. I don't really want to be here. I don't want to be here. Then why are you here? Tisha, this season to me seemed like she wants to be the villain. She feels like people are coming for her So she's going to respond back to them like, I'm going to be not the villain, the victim. Oh, yes, the victim. Okay. So I don't get why Stormy gives me all this attitude or whatever, why she's like giving me the cold shoulder. Because when we talked on the phone after our argument, she said she was cool. So why she give me the cold shoulder? Stormy really gave everyone the cold shoulder in this thing. She wasn't talking that much at all. Okay. So they sitting down around there, whatever. Why y'all so quiet? What y'all talking about? I said, ma'am, don't do that. Because once Tisha asked why everybody so quiet, I said, first of all, it's because Tiffany put in this event and ain't nothing happening. Okay, nothing's going on. Tiffany put in this event for a baby sipping seat. No one sipped or saw the baby just yet. Okay, so because she put in a horrible event where there's nothing to do except have a conversation, and the only thing to talk about is the last event, which was the expo. Also, Tisha fussing with Stormy, and like that's what happens even in life. The last time you saw folks, what do y'all talk about? The last thing y'all did together. So the cast had to create a conversation. So when Kimmy then said, we was talking about the expo, we were talking about the expo. I feel like we should all talk to give some feedback, on things. No, I don't want no feedback. I don't want no feedback. I got enough feedback. Whatever. I don't want nothing. No. Ain't we here to talk about baby Ace? Why are we discussing the expo? I was like, because it just happened. And not only did it just happen, people felt some kind of way about how it happened, what happened after the fact, and even conversations about it. Like all of it is about that event. Okay. It is. Now, Kimmy just suggesting, well, because the people who were involved all feel some kind of way. The people who were involved have opinions on how things went down. Maybe we can just talk and it'll be some feedback in general. Okay? Because Tisha, if you want to have another event, you should know how people perceive your event to know what not to do next time. But Tisha wants to play, I am the victim. Why is everybody coming at me? Why is everybody talking to me? Because it was your event. I don't want no feedback. I got enough feedback. Have you? Are you sure? Anyway. When Keke, not Keke, because Keke wasn't there. When Kimmy is talking to Nell and saying, didn't you feel some kind of way? I sure did. You know what I told Tisha? I told Tish. The fact, I'm like, why is Letitia letting Nell call Tish? Is her name Tisha? We just don't know. Does she not know that someone is mispronouncing her name? I'm just confused. Okay. But, Nell, like, why I said how I felt. I was upset because I wasn't invited. You know what I'm saying? She told me I would be invited, but then she did not invite me. So I'm upset, and that's what it is. Not so, I guess so. Now, this whole thing between Nell and Tisha, I like it. Because is Nell holding Tisha responsible for what she said she would do and how she's been moving since then? Period. Okay. So I was like, Nell has a valid point in saying, you told me you were having this event and that you would invite me, but you then did not invite me. And so that made me upset. Okay. Now they did have this conversation already, but now around other people, they're asking, well, what happened? Well, now it's just a conversation. It's fine. Okay. Well, look, you said it already. So we post about it on social media. Okay. We did not invite people. So it's dead. It's a dead issue. Your point has been received. I'm over it. I'm like, girl, what is this attitude? Where did this attitude come from? And anybody who has events and then they say, well, we're not going to personally invite anybody. We're going to post it on social media and then whoever want to come can come. I'm like, that's not even how you have a successful event. Hence, people being upset at how they handle things and they don't want to hear about how they handle things. They just rub people who they know the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And when Nell said, "What's this? What this is not how you were talking to me at dinner. Like this is different. What is all this energy? What is going on? What are you doing? What is all this? Okay, what is all this? You would not like this. I wasn't. No, you weren't. No. And Kimmy said, "Well, first of all, like it's so I brought it up, like, right? Because you're being messy." Kim like, "I'm not being messy. I'm not being messy." And not Tiffany over there breastfeeding. People still ain't seen the baby. Okay, baby over there being breastfed, wrapped up in the blanket. Okay, little newborn baby. The baby can't be but a couple weeks old. And why are they over there discussing the expo? You know, this is supposed to be a baby reveal. You ain't revealed the baby yet. Okay, you ain't revealed the baby yet. The reason people at your baby reveal is having other conversations is because you ain't revealed the baby. It's stupid. Okay, and Tisha keeps it with the event is over. The event is over. If y'all want to have one, then have one. Okay. If y'all want to have an expo, then y'all have. I'm like, why are you upset? To me, Tisha had an idea, and she's now upset that folks not kissing her ass for the event, you know, happening. But people feel like some things just wasn't, you know, the way it could have been. Okay. And I love the fact that Kimmy was like, Tisha, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the right attitude. You know, that's not a way for you to improve on events. Like it's kind of crazy. Well, I don't want no feedback. I don't want no feedback because I don't feel like it's coming from a good place. Okay, so I don't know what y'all want from me. Nell said, I'm coming from a good place. Hey, I don't want nothing from you. I was like, come on now. Tisha is being defensive because I don't know why. Because if you never had beef with Nell, why are you upset? Because again, you did not have the same energy at the dinner. Okay. And Kimmy is the one who's asking questions because why people who are involved have questions. So let's just have a conversation. But if you keep coming off with an attitude like you're upset about something, it make it feel like you are deflecting, you're hiding something, you're ignoring something, but you're making it a bigger deal than what it has to be. And that's just stupid. That's just dumb. So you got Tiffany over there breastfeeding in the corner by herself. Okay, no Lewis inside. Ain't no food, nothing like that. Okay, they over here discussing the thing. What a picture at? Again, there's really no one in there. Okay, there's nothing but space and opportunity to argue or have a conversation. The fact that we see one table with the cast, okay, is weird. So when Nell said, "Look, I'm coming from a good place. Okay, I don't want nothing from it." Because Nell's issue was not even to bash her. I think Nell's issue was I thought it was cool. You told me I would be invited. You did not invite me. And then the one time we discussed it, you had all these other reasons for why we weren't invited, which is a lot. Tisha can't hold the lies together. That's the issue. She can't hold together the reason they did not invite Nell and Chris. Why some folk got charged money, and it's easy to say I don't want to discuss shit I can't explain. And then, in my opinion, Kimmy asking questions because now everyone who was involved, at least all the women who were involved, is in the same room. Let's talk about it because Nell wasn't paid to speak. But me and my husband paid $100. Stormy was asked to pay money. Nell was not invited and thought she would be invited. Tiffany felt like she should have been invited. So everybody who feels some kind of way is in one place. Let's talk. That's what adults do. Tisha sometimes ain't no adult. Okay, and Tisha gonna say, I hate back and forth. Okay, if an issue is resolved, we should not keep talking about it. I feel you're a hypocrite because your whole MO Your whole life on this show has been bringing up old shit that we thought was resolved, but you wasn't over it. So now because you the one in the hot seat, you don't want to have to answer for things, or you don't want to. You do not want to answer the questions of people who wonder what the fuck going on. Okay. We then see all of them coming to the table. Okay, they all now sitting together. They didn't finally sit the baby for a couple seconds or whatever, and so they want to talk. Let's just have a conversation. Okay. I also feel like Tisha know she's having to answer for stuff that Marsau did. She told them, I have an idea for this expo. Maybe it was really Marsau's idea. And he wanted folk to think it was her idea. And because of things he did, because of decisions he made, they're now asking her what the fuck going on. And she don't want to answer for her husband because she can't control him. They sit and talk. Okay. Now, when Tiffany brings up how, well, it was a whole big thing, innocent, our last lunch. You know, I had an issue. Stormy had an issue. Since Stormy brought up the whole issue with Marsau and $100. Okay. So Nell then say, well, what happened with that? I wasn't there. What happened? Let me know. Okay. And Tisha at this point is now ignoring Nell. Tisha shut down. She's like, I don't want to talk. Does not compute. And she does not want to have a conversation. And Nell said, okay, well, since Tisha ain't talking to me, Stormy, what happened with the money? Like, what was the situation? What? Now, I don't know why, because usually Stormy is very, very talkative. I'm not sure why Stormy came off as a deaf mute. It's weird, okay? But I don't know. Tiffany then said, well, I don't recall being the one who brought up the money. You did. You just brought it up. I'm like, Tiffany, you be lying or very forgetful. One of the two. Anyway, Tiffany then said, well, all I know is like this happened, that happened, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And Stormy said the money, blah, 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 blah. Money, upset, and the whole thing ensues. Okay. And I was like, Lord Jesus. Because Stormy did say they asked for the money, and I did not like how he came at me about the money. Okay. Tisha gets pissed and she just gets up when she walks away. Okay. I didn't come here to talk about my event. Okay, maybe they mad that I threw it and they didn't. It's giving hater, but I'm like, hater, this is the weird thing. I feel like when anybody brought up something, it didn't even come from a hater place. I think once Tisha started trying to defend herself, she seemed like she was hating on them. I feel like, again, if you ask me to be a part of your event and something happens and I'm telling you what I did not like, how is that a hater? How? And none of the criticism they have is really bad. She not even listening. It's really a couple things. If you tell somebody you're going to invite them. Don't make up excuses as to why you did not do it when those excuses are a lie. You just didn't do it. You can explain why no one knew about beforehand that any money was due. Period. That's weird. And I felt like it wasn't hater. It wasn't hater until it became an argument. That's when everybody was trying to prove their point. Okay. So Stormy goes on and gets Tisha. Like, girl, come on back and stop running from the conversation or whatever. Just come on back and let's hash it out. Okay. So Nell said how at the dinner, y'all said at the dinner that nobody paid no money. So was that a lie? Because y'all said that no one paid anything. She was lying. I was like, look, Nell, at this point, Nell and Tisha bumping heads completely. And in my opinion, it's only because at this, Tisha did not talk to Nell and react to Nell the same way she did at dinner. It did come off like I have an attitude and fuck you, bitch. And fuck you, bitch. And I felt like Nell said, okay, bitch, I'm gonna hold you accountable to what you said. Okay. Because it ain't that big of a deal. My issue is when Nell and Mel met up earlier, and Nell said, well, Tisha Marsau said this, that, and the other, and that they didn't invite us because of our friendship with you. And when Mel said, but y'all patronize their business. So that's bullshit. I think Nell felt like, well, that is bullshit. So like you playing in my face. The reason you give me don't make no sense. So why are you fucking with me? Okay. Anyway, when Nell said, was it a lie that no one paid anything? Tisha didn't say nothing. You know, Mel then say, Mel, not Nell, Melody, okay, says, well, Kimmy said earlier that her and Maurice paid $100. And Kim said, we did. So it must be a joke and saying that no one paid anything. Well, no, Tisha didn't say, well, no, we said that that we didn't make any money. No, we didn't make any money. I say, ma'am, that's different. Now, we do see a flashback of Marsau at the dinner with them and the Fletchers say, we paid for everything out of our pockets, okay? So we wasn't paying nobody else. So saying that y'all pay out of pocket for everything is like saying nobody paid anything because y'all paid for it all. I don't know. So Stormy then said, it seemed like y'all really out here being a bit messy. Not messy. Wait, let me see. Because at this point, it's Stormy, Tisha really against Mel and Kimmy, in my opinion. And Stormy said, look, it feels like y'all are being secretive about the event and the money. Okay, so people are wondering like what the fuck going on. And I can understand that from a business standpoint, because usually, like, again, I feel like Tisha can't answer for stuff that Marsau has done and said. She's trying to just not say nothing because she don't know what Marsau done said. But I do agree, and Stormy saying people have questions, but it seems like y'all are being secretive, and that's just what it is. And so Tisha, it's none of our business. It's no one's business. Okay, it's no one's business about the money. Okay, we paid for the event, so whatever the money, so wherever the money went, it's not your business. Okay, I'm not playing Chelsea, y'all, whatever. I'm leaving. I'm done. And she's mad. She's mad. She's stressed. But I feel like this is what happens when you do business with people. You have to be clear, transparent when working with somebody and money is on the line, or even if somebody put their brand on the line. When you invite folk into a situation, you are supposed to be clear in what's going on, how things are being handled, any money being involved, and all that shit. Because if something goes wrong, their name is attached to the situation. Now, Tisha's upset, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. Nell said, you ain't got to leave. Let's talk. Mel then said, well, no, if she wants to leave, she can leave. It's whatever she wants to do, okay, at all. And Tisha, look, if y'all want to have an event, do what y'all want to do, okay? Because I don't want all this no one wants criticism after an event, but that's the gotcha. In business, after events, there's usually a meeting of the minds to discuss what happened, what went wrong, what went right, and what you can do to make it better next time. That's business, period. That's what happens in corporate America, period. That also proves why Tisha Marsau don't know what they're doing. Because you're getting feedback from the same people you want to involve in the event. Well, not Tiffany. But that's normal. And I'm speaking about from only the event standpoint and the folk they asked to be involved. Y'all asked Stormy to be involved. Y'all also asked Mel to be involved. You told Nell she would be invited. Tiffany feel like she should have been involved. She's a part of y'all circle. So I get how people feel like, well, they're coming at Tisha. But when you have an event and you involve people, those folks involved have a right to talk about and talk to you about it. And after any event, especially some kind of big expo, you're supposed to talk about what happened. Y'all had meetings before it to talk about what y'all was going to do. Y'all had many meetings before it happened to discuss the event and what y'all want to happen. But y'all don't want anyone to talk about the execution of it all. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm not looking at it from a standpoint of, oh, it's Tisha and Tisha stupid. I'm like, no, y'all held an event and y'all are not being upset that people are telling y'all what went wrong. And you want to make it seem as if they're not hating. The fact that y'all don't know who paid what money, y'all don't know why someone paid money, you don't know why people you told to be invited were never invited. These are all mistakes. These are all mistakes that should not happen in business. So you can't want to run a business and then get upset that people are trying to be business minded, because Stormy has a business. Even Kimmy was like, I've done events. I've done many events before. And no one has to open up the books. No, they don't have to open up the books. However, the questions that people have are reasonable questions because they're from people who participated. So it's like they want to have one conversation, because this is what also what Tisha and Marsau does. They keep having separate meetings. Tisha talked to Stormy on the phone. They then had Tisha and Marsau then met up with the Fletchers. They're having these separate conversations with separate people who are all then saying, well, you know, Tisha said that. What? Marsau said this. What? So Kimmy's point was, we all in the same room now. Let's talk. So that way, it's not a case of telephone. It's not, well, Nell said that, no, Nell is here and so is Tisha. Mel is here and so is Stormy. Tiffany here and so is Kimmy. We all around here. Let's just have the fucking conversation. You know what I'm saying? You right. They're giving separate lives. They're giving separate stories to separate people. And so when you tell one person one thing and they then go back, because again, Marsau and Tisha said nobody paid nothing, which shocked Kimmy because they gave at least $100 and did not know that Stormy did not pay. Just saying. So Kimmy tells Tisha, no one's attacking, and I love that Kimmy talked in such a calm demeanor so that Tisha didn't feel attacked. It's like, Tisha, no one's attacking you at all. Okay. But the reason people are coming to you is because it was your event. It was your event. What did you think would happen? It's your event. Period. Like, it's your event. So maybe have like a little town hall conversation with the people just to hear out some issues they had with the event. Some constructive criticism. That's it. That's all. Oh, well, I like that idea, but I have to talk about it with Marsau. I have to talk to Marsau because I don't know. And I'm like, you can't feel attacked when people who are supposed to be your coworkers are just telling you about an event you had. And they're wondering, well, why did Maurice and Kimmy pay $100? But Stormy didn't pay at first, but Courtney gave $100 to the bartender. Like, when did y'all even decide that anyone would pay money? Why wasn't that made clear beforehand? Okay. So Stormy then said, well, for me, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't the amount of money. No one's issue was how much money they were asking for. You know what I'm saying? That was not the issue. The issue was, what? What you mean money? We ain't know about no money. It was how they went about asking people to pay money. Okay. So she's like, my issue was never with you, Tisha. It was about how Marsau approached me, talking to me and confronting me about $100 I never knew I owed. And this is the gotcha. If y'all remember from that episode, when Marsau asked about Stormy paying money, Tisha said, what money? No. Tisha knew Stormy did not know nothing about no money. When he tried to get Tisha to go, she said, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So Tisha knew Marsau was up to some bullshit from the beginning. Because she told him, don't go do that. He did it anyway. And it caused issue, okay? And so Tisha brought up, well, look, my issue was them saying it was weird or whatever. I'm saying, and they brought up, Tisha, you did not even have an issue with me at the event. You checked Marsau at the event. There, you checked Marsau at the event. So if after that, and we meet up for lunch, you then want to check me, and I'm like, bitch, for what? You told me you was mad at him too. So that was her point, and that's when I had an issue with you, because don't come checking me after the fact when in the moment you had no issue. Period. Okay. But when Stormy said, I just didn't know no other way to talk to a man, who act like a woman, talking to me about some money. I don't know how to do that. Nelson, I can't believe that Tisha let Stormy talk about her. Like, I can't believe she. Now, Eric, girl, did you call her husband a lady? I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Because you can't call my man no woman, no bitch. And first of all, it's gonna be some furniture moving. You hear me? But he not a woman. He not a woman. But no, I feel like Marsau starts a lot of shit with the ladies and Tisha. Like, me and you ain't had no issue. It's because of him. It's because of him. And it's true. If you think about the issues that Tisha has had with folk, it stems a lot from Marsau. In general, even if it's Tisha creating the issue because of something Marsau said. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me, okay? And it's like he a lady, he want to dress like a lady, he want to be a lady. I'm like, girl, and it's like she just kept saying it. And I'm like, Tisha, you not gonna, like, that didn't offend you? You're offended that folks ask you about but someone said your husband acts like and wants to be a woman. Did not offend you? Okay. Mel then says, Stormy, I feel like you feel about Marsau. Meaning he creates issues between me and his wife. Okay, like, I heard about what was said between them and the Fletchers or whatever, and he up and tossing shots at me. And that can cause issues between me and you, Tisha. Okay, because when I see him, it's gonna be, so what the hell you say about me? Because I'm here right now, and it's like, me and you are cordial right now, but because your fucking husband and me having to check him, that can cause issues between me and you, the same way it did with him and Stormy. And even though Tisha said, I told my husband I am not getting to his massive, saying he can handle himself, I'm out of it. If that was the case, why did you want to check Stormy about how she talked to Marsau? If you feel like when he calls shit, you do not want to get involved, then why did you get involved when it came to Stormy? Because even you said you did not like what Marsau did to Stormy in the scenes. And then after the fact, all of a sudden, I'm upset. And Stormy said, okay, I guess we gotta talk to Marsau, okay? Because I feel like he be like a woman. Like, he want to be a lady. Like, he be acting like a bitch. I say, not calling that man a bitch. I mean, it's true. It's true. It ain't a lie. It's just, girl, fix it, okay? I bet this guy will write off the event and say they made nothing. That's a good point. That's a good point. Tisha never checks Stormy. Stormy talks all sorts of issues with Tisha, and Tisha never says anything back to her. Let it be Mel and Tiffany and watch Tisha back up. The one time she got at Stormy was at that dinner, and that was what it. And that's the one time she got back at Stormy. But even that to me was kind of crazy in general. Because I'm like, girl, what? I was shocked she didn't say anything. Shocked ain't the word. I think it's the fact that he rolled up on her after her because of her setup. She peeped him. And that was, even I felt like, now why would he roll up her ass? You got that money? What money? What money? And then because Marsau liked to be funny and crack these little jokes, everybody ain't with that bullshit. And Stormy wasn't. And so that's what made it different. But again, you can't call mother up and no bitch. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, the next thing we see, Kimmy and Maurice talk. Okay, now the fact that they went to they had a property that they're working on. Their other brother Micah is supposedly like doing the construction work, and it ain't finished. I feel like none of them know what they're doing, because why it look, every project they have that one of the Scott brothers is doing is always behind schedule. It's always not on time, not done right, or whatever. It's like, Jesus, please fix it. Okay. Anyway, but Kimmy really just wanted to tell Maurice about what happened at the baby sip and see. Okay. And she's like, look, money and the conversation is growing legs or whatever. It's getting worse and worse and worse because Marsau and Tisha told Chris and Nell that no one pays them anything. Now, Maurice says that Marsau brought up in conversation at Black one day about a payment, $100 for the event. And he said it, and I just gave him $100 there. So even the fact that Marsau, it seemed like Marsau and Tisha was like randomly making random folks pay some money. Nothing was like, okay, it's official. It's official. This has to be paid, because if your own brother say, well, in casual conversation, it came up, to me that means something ain't right. Because that means even they did not see anything in writing about money being due, but you spoke about it, so he just gave you the little $100. Okay, so they gave you some money. Okay, and when no, they're saying like that nobody paid nothing. They're saying like only Marsau and Tisha paid for everything. He like, well, did Nell say that, or did like Marsau? She's like, no, Nell said it, but Tisha was there, said that's what it was. So they're saying like no one paid. And again, it's not the amount of money. It's the fact that y'all saying shit that ain't true. You know? And so he like, I'm gonna talk to Marsau. You know what I'm saying? He's like, because he even said that Mel don't do shit besides sell t-shirts. And he was laughing. I'm like, I can't believe that. And I'm like, you should, because your brother sell t-shirts. Your brother do. Fully. Okay. Let's move on to Mel and Nell having a conversation at Nell's daycare. Nell owns a whole daycare, y'all. A whole full-fledged daycare. So they meet up and discuss what happened at, because again, y'all know, by now y'all know, this show, everybody is discussing what happened. They have an event, something happens, and then they talk about what happened. That's just what it is. Okay, leave it be. Nell, like, well, I had a good time. You know, I had a good time, but a lot happened or whatever. And some people rubbed me the wrong way. Tisha. So Mel, like, you was feisty. You was very feisty. And I know you don't let people just say anything to you. So once you're rubbed the wrong way, like it's a thing. And I can see that Tisha rubbed you the wrong way. And Nell said, well, yeah, because I find it hard to believe. Like why would y'all say y'all don't know I own the daycare? And my daycare is around the corner from y'all. The fuck? Okay. And when Nell said Marsau called Chris the day before the expo and never mentioned us coming. So we've supported them over the years, and they just did not want us to come. Period. Okay. And Mel said, well, I know y'all have went to their business. Y'all also bought cases of their champagne, that chocolate and a bottle of shit. So again, it's like, you want us to support you, but did not want to invite us to be there, whatever. Okay, it's weird. So So Nell then brings up how I don't get how she owns 85% of that business, but don't know what's going on. That's weird to me. We see a flashback of the dinner scene again with the Fletchers in disguise, where Tisha asks Nell, "Oh, well, how much do you own? What is your percentage? What is your percentage in the business?" And she said, "We 50-50." So Chris and Nell are 50-50. Oh, I own 85% of it. And Nell says Nell said to Tisha, "You own 85% of the business, but you got kicked out of your own office?" And I was like, yes, she did. So that whole narrative of, oh, I own this and I own that, you may on paper have the 85%. But if that's true, how could you ever be pushed out of your own office if you own 85%? And Mel was like, when Mel said, "Bitch, I got you today." Okay. Y'all, Marsau is gonna learn to leave Mel alone. Like, just don't poke her, leave her be. Okay. Because I think Mel feel like once you poke me and you try to shade me, I'm going to speak facts or my opinion on your business. Okay. Mel said, when me and Martell worked together, you know what I'm saying, as husband and wife, we had government contracts, okay? And one thing we found out is that there are certifications that if a business is owned by a woman, it allows companies to get more jobs and this and that for women-owned businesses, okay? So we knew that because of the stuff we did before from our contracts, okay? She said, but the government found out that husbands were making their wife a higher percent owner to make it seem like it was a woman-owned business. She said, so if Tisha owns 85%, that's weird because there are two other owners. So if she owns 85%, that means Marsau and the other person only owns 7.5% each. That isn't even a partnership. And how can you own that much but not know what's going on? Sometimes some things are smoke and mirrors. I was like, And that's true. What reason does your wife, if y'all are partners, why would she own 85%? What has she done to have 85%? It kind of doesn't make any sense. And Mel breaking down how, and what I feel like happened, I feel like that's her way of saying Marsau and Tisha knew about that. And let's give Tisha more percentage ownership so that we can get these special contracts. That's why you have to be careful playing with folks who know your business, especially if they got y'all into the business. Because let's not forget, we've always known that the Scotts, and at least with Marsau and Tisha, got into things working with Mel and Martell. Scoped is for Scotts and Holt. And when they were showing the flashbacks, I'm waiting into that, but I'm just saying, okay, the flashbacks of it all, okay? So Nell then said, I feel like they're not being open about money because they don't want to expose what they made. I think they may have made money and don't want to and don't want to expose that. Mel said, I think they want to make it seem like they want to keep what they made a secret to make it seem like they made money, but they did not make a whole lot of money. Okay. When Mel said they have a donation going on right now. They're trying to raise $200K to build a house for a less fortunate family. But in the few weeks it's been up, they've raised maybe a few $100s. I was like, I remember them discussing that. But she said, I can't go see because I got them blocked. I'm like, girl, Marsau and Tisha be trying to be there, but can't be there. Okay. They can't do it. They can't do it. And if you are this multi-million-dollar company and you're crowd surfing to raise $200K to build a house for a family that's less fortunate, wouldn't you already have connections to do that? If your husband around here and he is supposed to be a builder of houses and all these things, why do y'all have so many issues building things? I'm just wondering. Okay. Anyway, Nell said, well, you got them blocked? Well, yeah, I got them blocked and they got me blocked. But if y'all blocked, how will y'all like really be friends? And Mel said, well, we'll be cordial, okay, but at the end of the day, do you even want to be friends with somebody like Tisha? And Nell said, well, after how she was acting, like we can be cordial, but that's really it. That's really it. So when they then talked about Marsau saying how, you know, Nell was just Chris's pretty wife and like she didn't do nothing or whatever, and how they fit what Nell said, I thought he had an issue with women. I said he does, okay? And Nell said he wants to keep his wife in a pretty little box. Okay, keep her in a pretty little box, and that's it. And they showed the flashbacks. I think so many people need to go back and watch the first season. If you go back and watch the first season, a lot of this stuff will become more understandable as far as how Marsau viewed Tisha, how he did not want her hanging out with Mel, because Mel was trying to Mel wanted her to be her own woman. She wanted her to have her own 2 feet. She wanted her to, because Tisha wanted to get herself out of the just housewife stance. And Marsau was completely against that. And them showing the flashback of season 1, and when Tisha was getting dressed to go with Mel to a business event, and Marsau telling Mel, y'all can go out and have fun. That's fine. And Mel said, no, we're going to like network with like businesses. He's like, well, no, that's not. He said, me and my wife are not going to be a power couple. He did not want his wife growing. Him telling Mel, me and my wife, we will not be a power couple. If y'all don't understand, Tisha is a wife of a psychopath who wants to keep her under his thumb and who will make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, oh, she's a great wife. He wants her under his thumb. He then told Tisha in back on season 1, okay, that you're being selfish. You're being selfish by trying to do what you want to do and not what your family needs you to do. Meaning your family needs you to be at home as a wife, and that's it. And Tisha crying, saying to Marsau, if I want to make sure I'm going mentally, that's not selfish. Tisha used to love asking Mel for her help. She used to love when Mel would take her around to meet other folk in the business world. Seeing Mel introduce her to all these other business women at this event. That's what she wanted. So when I see her now and she makes it seem as if Mel's so evil, I'm like, Mel ain't evil, in my opinion. So I feel like the reason Tisha be acting so off is because she has to follow whatever Marsau has put forth as their life. She can't negate from what he said. So she don't know what lie he's told. She not gonna say nothing. So many people be like, man, I'm like, if you ain't been watching from season 1, you really missing half the story because you don't know where it all started. Tisha likes to have this little front about, I'm about my business. I'm always about my, no, you weren't. Season 1, you were not. Mel helped you get out your shell. Okay? And when Mel was like, Marsau was scared. He is scared that Tisha will become cool with me, be around me, pull from my strength as a woman, pull it into herself and leave his lying ass. Okay? She said he also hoped that I take out my issues with him on her. Because if I take out my issues on him with her, it'll keep us beefing and keep her under his thumb. Okay? And I ain't doing it. I'm going to take my issues out on him with him. And I'm like, truth. This is why I feel like Tisha and Marsau also may not want Nell and Chris around. Because Chris and Nell don't hold no punches. Chris and Nell gonna say what you said. Well, you said this and you said that, and what's the issue? Even the fact that Marsau wants to make it seem as if Mel ain't a business person, but you and your wife is. Y'all learned from Mel and Martell. If Mel and Martell had not gotten divorced, who knows how far they would be, because we see Mel's thought process and her business mindset. Look at what look at what Mel does for herself. Just in general. So I feel like there's much truth to Mel's point in Marsau liked the fact that me and Tisha are at odds. Because who else will encourage her to open fucking eyes and see Tisha don't have to leave Marsau? She don't. But you have to acknowledge your marriage is some bullshit. How he treats you is some bullshit. How he expects you to be below him is some bullshit. How he fakely props you up for attention is some bullshit. And for Chris and Nell, who not holding no punches, if they see something, they're going to question it. Because they're also the older couple. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know some older folks. You know, once you in your 50s and maybe 60s, our 50s and 60s, you don't have time to be fake. I also feel like Chris and Nell ain't new. Okay, we've seen them before a little bit. And I feel like Chris and Nell probably have seen things that Marsau or Maurice or Martell has said about him. And he like, okay, y'all want to make it seem like I'm this other person. No, let me come and show people who I am. Period. We not going to ask Mel and Martell about y'all. No, we're going to meet with y'all and ask y'all the questions, okay? And when y'all say shit, we don't like, don't do that. Like, they when they held the Scotts accountable for, like, you can't talk shit about the Holts. You know they've done this and that. Like, Maurice and Kimmy may not do that. Hell, Stormy and Courtney may not do that. And they address stuff full on. And don't mind rehashing things full on. Because in life, it's like it's not a big issue. If what we discuss has been hashed out and folks are just asking for clarity, I don't mind making it clear. If you have an issue, clean it up. That means you have the issue. And in my opinion, Nell energy changed once Tisha's changed. She matched Tisha's energy. Okay, but we had an issue. Cool. I'll have one. Anyway. Let's get to Keke and her husband. First, I'll take a little second and like the video. I had to eat some water. But I hope y'all can spend time and like the video. So, what's the lady's name? Keke and her husband. A part of me feel like we don't need Keke on the show. I feel like we get these little snippets of Keke, and you know, it's y'all know. So yeah, Nicki Minaj. That's our wait. That's a little break music. You know what I'm saying? It's a little break. So we have a little ditty, little song play, and a little dance break. Okay. Go back to Keke. I feel like Keke and her husband, it's a bit weird because I feel like we're getting half a story. I feel like something going on, and either they don't know what's going on, or they're giving us half a story. So her husband and me, he in the kitchen cook with him. I got a whole picture. First of all, I said his outfit, the backwards Kango hat, you know what I'm saying, the little hoop shorts, some little loafers, you know. He just in his kitchen comfortably cooking, ain't used to being on camera. Cause I was like, baby, put some pants on, or baby, put on some black shoes, okay? Get out your tan loafers, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I love a person who like they just say stuff, okay? That's it. But they talk. Now Keke did not show up to the baby reveal. She was invited but did not go, and she told us that she got sick again. Now we still don't know what her sickness is. She like I went back to the hospital, whatever, and they don't know what's wrong with me. And because I keep getting sick, people are making it seem like I'm relapsing, but we just can't get to figure out what's wrong with me. Okay. And I'm like, what's wrong? Okay. Now her husband and me said, look, I don't think you relapsed, because over the years I can tell by your actions, your body language, your speech, and other things that I've learned that I don't think you've relapsed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I think, look, I'm not saying I feel like he back on that shit. I do feel like something is going on. Her husband knows something's going on, and even he don't know what it is. And it may not be her fully back into her addiction, but he knows something ain't right. You know something ain't right, and it needs to be handled, okay? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you get that methadone, you know what I'm saying, maybe it can be easy to figure out what's wrong. Now, methadone is for when you are a drug addict. They put you on methadone because going cold turkey sometimes is worse, or being off is sometimes worse. So the methadone controls your addiction, and usually they kind of wean you off of it after a while, but she ain't there yet at all. But he I think you should get off the methadone. Now she said he don't want me on nothing, like he doesn't want me on any kind of substance. I'm like, because you're addict. But she was addicted to opiates, to pain pills. And so she's like, I know he don't want me on nothing. Okay, he don't want me on any, he does not want me dependent upon any substance. And with methadone, even though they medically give you the methadone, you still you're dependent upon that substance to keep you kind of clean. You know what I'm saying? So I think his point is maybe get off that, because that still is a substance. Like it's still a substance. And a part of me feels like the fact that she's against it, like, well, no, it's not. It's fine. That could be a part of her addiction. Because I get this medicine, this methadone pain medicine or whatever it is, excuse me, and I can just be on that. And he don't like it. Okay. He then said, you also know you have digestive issues, but you probably eating all this Chinese food or whatever, you be eating real late. Like, you can't do that when you know you have an issue. That's true. Because it just makes you sick. Because you're sick. We don't know why you're sick, and it's weird. And he like, it's these things that you can do, but you just won't. Like, you can get off the methadone to see how your body reacts. You could stop eating this food that messes with your stomach. It's weird, okay? He said it all plays a part in your health. And I would not ask you to do something if I thought that it would be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But all these issues and then this Crown Stopper shit or whatever, it's a lot on me too. I think she like, when you keep coming at me and coming down on me, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You just jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? You know me. You should know who you with. And you think, and I'm like, girl, if you out here sick for an unknown reason, I see you on Crime Stoppers It's a whole lot going on around here. What the fuck is happening? Okay. And he's like, I'm sorry if you feel like he said, I'm sorry if you feel that I'm coming I'm not coming at you. I don't want that to be the thing. Okay. It's just so much happening. I'm back to back to back. It's a lot for me. And I'm like, it seemed like he know his wife. And he's trying to tell her what she should do. And she kind of is fighting against it. She don't want to hear it. And he like, you can't be sick and not think I'm going to say A, B, C, D, F, and G. So I don't think she's back in her addiction as far as like she's back popping pills and this. I think it's the methadone that she's dealing with. And also it's her eating habits that's making her sick. You can't do that. It's like if you're lactose intolerant, you can't be sitting around here eating all the cheeses and all the milk. It's gonna make you sick. It's gonna make you sick. And well, yeah, you can't stop methadone cold turkey. But I think his point is, if she's not even trying to wean herself off of it, it just she just stays on it. And that's like an addiction. They usually slowly wean you off it, slowly, less and less and less and less and less. But if she's still taking the same amounts, technically, that's still her on a substance. You know what I'm saying? I think he wants her to get to a point to where she feels like she can safely, slowly wean herself off of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot. But I feel like we keep getting these out the blue stories with Keke or whatever, and it's not consistent enough for us to follow her story. I'm like, does he think his wife was on Crime Stoppers? Does he think that was her? Which one is it? I don't know. Now, lastly, child, Mel, and Marsau. Now, a part of me, because that's them sitting up there, I forgot to get a separate picture. Mel sitting and talking to Marsau. We've seen over these seasons, Mel and Marsau have these meetups to have these hash outs of shit, because Mel also don't like putting up with Marsau shit. And when she feels like he doing too much, she'll ask to meet up with him, and then she'll check him. And we know Marsau loves a meetup with Mel. He does. It is what it is. And this time, again, because of things he said to Chris and Nell, which she has then found out she said, bitch, not today. And because you talk cash shit about me and my t-shirts, I'm going to wear one of my t-shirts when I see you. Okay. And Mel was like, I made a decision. I made the conscious decision to come with positive energy, because that ain't how I felt that first. I wanted to come here and crack heads, but I'm going to come here and I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be cool. That's it. I'm going to leave it be. And when I like that, because we're adults. Okay. So I like that. I'm like, shut up. You not an adult, little man. Okay. So Mel get right into it. Like, look, I was told. When Marsau said, well, I'm sure that Nell or Fletcher told Mel what I said, and it was probably misconstrued. Marsau liked to say stuff and then make it seem as if, oh, well, whoever I told something to misconstrued what I said, and they're mistaken. No, we saw what you said. Okay. And you on some bullshit. Clearly. Now, man, like, look, I was told you said this and that about me, about my, like my t-shirt business or whatever, how I'm not really big, I'm not a business and all that stuff. Okay, we know what he said. But said you took jabs at me. Okay, you took jabs at me as a business person, and I don't like it. Okay. And when his response was, well, I never said your name. I'm like, again, playing games, because you don't have to say my name when the conversation is about a few people, and what you say, it matched me. Okay. You can't play me like I'm stupid. at all. Why I just say your name? I just said what I would pay someone to talk. Okay, about their. They said I just said why would I pay someone to talk about their t-shirt business? Okay, I said my opinion. It affected you. And Mel said, well, first of all, I have more than that. I have a t-shirt. I do have one, but I have more than it's not. That's not it. Okay. Also, my business knowledge goes far beyond the bullshit of the t-shirt business. And then she's sitting there in her t-shirts that sell. Okay. And when he said, well, I don't value that business, I don't have a high opinion of the product business, but you sell wine. Y'all sell shirts. That's the product. And Mel said, she's like, what? And she was laughing like, what the fuck you mean? Okay, that don't make no sense because you've been trying to get into the e-commerce business. So how can you not have a high opinion of something that you want to do? Well, I want to make some money. She's like, look, don't play with me. Okay? You trying to downplay what I do. That's you trying to downplay what I do. This is the gotcha. Mel was smart. Mel knows this show can't last forever. But Mel knows I have fans who like me and they want to support me, mainly because everyone else around me is an asshole. So you telling me you don't respect the product business and I'm doing all these things. However, it's making me money. They want to call themselves millimeters. I'm going to have a millimeter shirts. Okay. God said go, shirt. She's smart. That's what you're supposed to do. Once people start buying your stuff because they like your phrase or whatever, you're supposed to keep giving them more stuff. That's how you sell more. It's called passive income. Because you're making money by just being. Period. You hear me? And she's like, you're trying to, because Marsau is used to fussing with Tisha. And Tisha ain't that smart. So he can get over stuff with Tisha. That he can't do that with Mel. Mel catch him every time. And her thing is, every time somebody wants something from me and it's a business I can make money from, I do it. I'm going to have my classes for the property reservation. I'm going to sell my shirts and the shirts and sweatshirts and hats and that shit. I'm going to have a skincare line. Okay. I'm going to do fashion shit. She's smart. She's making money outside the show. And once she's off the show, her businesses are already valid. Folks already follow her on social media. She won't need the show to do shit because she's used the time on the show to build all these other ventures that can make her money. So when she then started fixing her eyelash, this fool said, Mel, don't cry. Mel, don't cry. She was like, nigga, ain't nobody crying about you, Marsau. Nobody. Not even Tisha when she leave your lying ass, okay? I said, girl, first of all, why would Mel be crying? Over you? Again, he does these simple little shady things that usually would upset Tisha. She was like, nobody cry about you, myself. Nobody. I didn't even teach when she leave your no, she won't cry when she leave your ass. And she won't. She won't. At all. Okay. Now, why would you want her to leave me? You want my kids to grow up in a single home. I never said I want her to do anything. What I said was I have a feeling because you're doing too much. Okay, you be so afraid. You are so afraid, okay, for Tisha and me to be cool. You afraid of that because her being around a strong woman like me will give her the truth to leave your lying, manipulative ass. And I was like, yes. Yes. She reads Marsau every time, okay? I ain't crying about you. Your wife won't cry about you when she leave you, okay? And you do not want her and me to be good because she would get the strength to leave your lying, manipulative ass. And it's true. It's true. He also tries to change the topic of conversation to avoid being called out because she's discussing, business or whatever. Oh, now let me placate on her being a woman and crying. Don't cry, Mel. Bitch, ain't nobody crying over you. Nobody. No one. No one. And I will see the preview for the next episode where he say, you toss, it's like you toss everything at the wall to see what sticks. Thank you, Casey, for the super chat. Once enjoy your show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But him saying in the next episode how it seemed like Mel just tosses everything at the wall to see what sticks, but it all sticks. Let's not forget, Mel had to literally dissolve all of her prior businesses when she divorced Martell, just so that he would not have any claim to her money and what she made. She had to rebuild from the ground up, and in that, she is successful. Like, she shows her success. She's showing the growing stages of her business. Like, just to compare, not to compare, but to compare. Stormy also posts her stuff being sold. Stormy posts how she'll have 5,000 orders or whatever it is, because that's where she is in business. Okay. And Mel will show she has 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Again, 1,000 orders, 500 orders. She has 1,000 folks, 2,000 folks shopping on her site. She's showing the work being done. This is stuff when we see Walmarts and Fenty Beauties and all these big brands, all these big names who are globally being sold. We didn't see them in the beginning stages when it was them packing up things in their house. It was them doing it themselves. And Mel is showing, I am successful. I am selling. I have my own skincare line. I put my own shit together. I promote on my own social media. I do things in my clothes. I do things in the clothes I'm being paid to have lookbooks with. You buy stuff. Like, I bought Fenty Beauty. I like Rihanna. I'm going to buy Fenty Beauty. Hell, if Beyonce was to make shit, I'll buy that too. You know what I'm saying? You buy stuff from folks who you feel like are good people. You know what I'm saying? And it's when they have something buyable, okay? And Mel is doing that. When someone says, oh, that's a great saying, put it on the shirt. I said to myself, I need to get back into making more stuff for my Teespring store. Because y'all know, I have merch too. Yes, I do, okay? The link is insane. I need to make more stuff to sell and then show it too. I don't wear my own stuff, okay? But I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what Mel shows. And she's true in saying that Marsau be on some bullshit, trying to downplay the hard work she's put in. She has. And let's not make it. This show is on season 6. So within 6 seasons, Mel was married with a happy marriage and kids, and she's now divorced. And you know what I'm saying? She's went through a lot and had to rebuild. And in her rebuilding, she's doing great. Even Stormy, who had warehouse issues and had to revamp and shit, she doing good too. And we got Marsau and them who still ain't built shit on that goddamn mountain. They still live in a rental. But they're supposed to be, builders. Okay? We don't know what the fuck Maurice do as far as being a lawyer at all. We don't know what they do. Martell is the one who be throwing shit out and don't none work. Martell didn't had talking about he gonna do a suit line, he gonna do the little wine shit. Did the wine ever come out? So it's like you want to talk cash shit about Mel, who was successful in what she's doing, but you don't want to acknowledge all the other bullshit with y'all. So we shall see what happens next. That was the episode though. I can't wait to see the finished argument of them two. I'm happy the show seems to be moving forward. You know, we're not talking about stuff from season 1. It is current stuff that's going on with them. And like that's reality. So sometimes I do feel like last season it made like I'm happy this is no longer about Mel and Martell's divorce. It's really about what they got going on now. So we shall see. But I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Okay, a good time to have by all. I did review Look at the Lockup. That is up. I'm going to add to my review schedule 90 Day Fiance. It's a new season starting, I think like next week or whatever. That will not. I don't think I'm gonna do it live. I think it'll be a premiere video. But because gossip is kind of winding down, I want to just add some show reviews throughout the week just for something to be different. So be expecting other things and whatnot. But I hope you all had a good time. I'll be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. for something. I don't know what. But tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we'll be live for something. Like the video, please, please, girl. Please like the video. Again, you know, a well-rounded review is what I'm trying to be. So I'm going to have other content out. Okay. Lives and also some premieres too. But like the video. Okay. Share the video. Okay. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Subscribe. Okay. Have a good day, y'all. Have a great Sunday. Be safe around here all day. And until tomorrow, y'all, I gotta go.